Hi, I'm Zena Dauer from Turtle, the first peer tracker to provide quantitative data about your cycle. Having grown up in diverse communities, our team noticed one constant: stigma and uncertainty around menstrual cycles. So we decided to tackle this with data. With Turtle, users can track their period and find out how much blood they're actually losing. This data can be used to better understand their body, enabling them to identify when they're losing an abnormal amount of blood. When you open the app, it takes you to a homepage with an array of brand and absorbency options. The top list are user-selected favorites to optimize user experience for data entry. Under, there's a repository of all the brands in our database. At the bottom is a summary of cycle insights which link to the user's log. When a product is selected, it brings the user to the Add Log page. Here, a user can select how full their product looked, which takes us to the log screen. Here, users can see their past period history and data. We're currently working on implementing a calendar feature which helps visualize this better to symbolize predicted days. These predicted days come from our custom prediction AI model, which is in the works separately but already developed. Additionally, we plan to add a comparison feature at the bottom of this page. From profiles and people who do not currently use menstrual tracker apps, we received feedback that complex UIs and overwhelming options made them hesitant to stick to an app. In response, we created our favorites feature to simplify user experience. Many transgender people voice that the overly feminine branding and language made them uncomfortable, especially with dealing with mood swings from their periods. The preference for more neutral branding was also echoed by non-trans users who wanted an app that was more discreet and neutral. So we made it a point to make our branding and aesthetics nature-inspired and comforting. Looking into the code, Turtle was built on DraftBit, which uses a visual programming kit. To translate the user's input of how full their chosen product was into quantitative data, we wrote out a REST API that accesses an Airtable with information about the brand, absorbency level, and volume filled at different levels of fullness. This allows us to add new products without having to update the app in full as well as its UI. All displays of products use parameters in the background instead of being hard-coded. This means that we wrote a minimal amount of code, reducing the energy usage, loading time, and probability for hidden bugs. Our AI period tracker was developed from scratch without using pre-trained models, for the intent of learning how AI really functions first. In the future, we will be considering using pre-trained models if after testing we find they are more accurate. The model takes in past cycle information of whether or not the user bled, as well as their sleep cycle, which is imported from Apple Health. The AI consists of a random forest model, which is a collection of decision trees to output predictions on when future cycles would be. In the future, we plan to add in the volume of blood they have lost in their current cycle. The new data will enhance the accuracy of our model by comparing how much blood they lost so far compared to how much blood they typically lose in their entire cycle. Once we have sample data to train our model on for this information, we can roll it out into the app. Users will also be able to add in custom products that will save locally. We'll check in monthly for the additions and brands that our users are using and run experiments to validate volume data and add it to our official database for all of our users to use. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a great day, and this has been Turtle.